Capricorn, some of you are on a sin-free diet or sin-free, or you're eating a lot of apples, or you're trying to eat from the apple of tree of life or something, or trying to eat humble pie. Someone's trying to be humble and give a load of things away, trying to undo something that they've done. But you do know, you do know that Lucifer slept with Eve, right, in the Garden of Eden. So something to do with around sinning, or a Capricorn versus Gemini energy. And it's like, you know, Lucifer slept with Eve, right, and then ate from the Garden of Eden to create sin. And even Jesus, as far as I know, which was a Pisces, right, even Jesus sinned. Right, that's why he came back. So you've kind of got, I don't know why I'm picking up these messages that something around you is biblical at the moment, like biblical, around sinning, right? So you might be very religious, you might even be, I don't know, spiritual religious, or going through some sort of like clergyman or clergy or something like that, or like emergency, or someone trying to eat humble pie and realise that they made a mistake and then trying to undo sin. But everybody's a sinner. You cannot live in life without being sinned. Right? Everybody sins, right? Because you have a spiritual experience and a human one. That's why we come back as past life. That's why everybody comes back to undo what they've done. But if you never really know what to do or not to do, then everybody sins. So you're either on a sin-free diet and you're looking at like eating a lot of apples and fruit and juicing and stuff like that, right? Or you've got people that are religious. I mean, you know, but please do not like list loads of like book, verse, chapter, whatever, 3 and verse. I don't read all of that, right? I've never read the Bible. But as far as I know, some of this started to come up in the last reading that I did, which was around Pisces and Jesus and the 9 of Wands, and like Leo type, sort of like Virgo 9 of Wands controlling Jesus, trying to control Jesus. Right? So trying to control a Pisces. Anyway, Capricorn, we'll get to grips of whatever these messages are, seem to be coming through for you. You could be dealing with a Scorpio in certain places, or Aries, Scorpio, Aries. But very briefly, if you haven't seen my channel before, when I call out the number of Capricorn, I am also in a general reading, this wouldn't be in a personal one, but in a general reading, I am calling out the sign of Capricorn, which means the devil, right? Which means a 6. So because 6 also represents Gemini, you have a lot of flavours and the same instance of, and I think a lot of this is because of Jesus, because of a Pisces, It's something that is around your energy of like the son of, and a Pisces is the son, or the son of God, Steve, or Steve Vai. But Steve Vai, he actually done a very good guitar track called Son of God. You might be on a guitar or doing guitar tracks. You might like Angel Radio if you've listened to Angel Radio that I produce, all right? Or you might be a Gemini with no Capricorn in your chart that is relating to the same kind of stuff, right? So you kind of got Pisces energy. You've got kind of like biblical Jesus kind of energies. You've got 6, which is Capricorn, also Gemini. You've got sleeping with the devil, sleeping with the enemy. Some kind of like frenemy, enemy type sort of energy, right? Enemy, frenemy, enemy. I don't know to befriend. I don't know how I can undo what I've done through sin. But then I don't know. And then you're dealing with Libra. So now you're dealing with a Libra energy. I don't know. Sort of like very lost Virgo energy in your... So again, watch the last reading. Sagittarius that I did. That's why I'm looking over there. Sagittarius is actually now being rendered. So you got like Sagittarius energies. Well, Sagittarius, again, if I lose you and I confuse you, I'm sorry. I'm just also... If you see me as any kind of person that educates a person in a certain way, okay, I'm just letting you know how I read. Right. So Sagittarius is also a 5, which it is. Sagittarius, something to do with witches, I don't know, probably lives down Eastwick, but Sagittarius, Taurus energy, right? But through that, you've got people that were in the Pisces reading that were all saying it's the karmic's fault. You have karma and dharma, right? You have karma and dharma. You have an energy of blame constantly, because that's what we do within sin. If you blame, don't think. If you want to sin or don't sin, don't think. Your thoughts are not private. Everybody thinks your thoughts are private. They are not private, right? So you've kind of got this energy that Saturn sorts all of that out, right? Through privacy, right? Your thoughts are not private. So because of this, you've kind of got this energy of like betrayal, like feeling betrayal, like there's a trial going on, like trial, tribulation, tributes, like Jack or Black or Jack, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jasmine. Somebody here, what they keep saying is trying to undo the past. Like they did something and now they've gone back on their word, like a Gemini Capricorn feeling. Gone back on my word, how I felt once before I didn't and now I do. And you got Libra involved in this. I did at one point, I did do that, now I'm not doing that, and now I'm doing something else but doing the same. Which means that you've got this, let it all be forgiven. It was actually in one of my songs a few months ago or last month. The Forgiven, let it all be forgiven and forgot. Somebody has forgot something or forgiven something through sin and now trying to undo something from what they did and change their mind and now gone back on their word. Which means that there was an energy of proof that was probably in a past energy. Couldn't prove anything, couldn't do anything. Now I've gone back on my word to swap it to try and undo what I'd done. So I don't know what this is coming through. If this is biblical, if it's like somebody realizing that they sinned and they done something wrong and now they're trying to undo a wrong, which is to do with wrong turn or a wrong knot. Something also to do with like Jesus or Pisces, right? Frayed so, frayed not. I can't work out your messages, if I'm honest. What on earth is all of this mess? It feels like that something is got in a complete bind and a knot around a Piscean energy, or like afraid. Like you've got energies of what came up in Sagittarius, semi-rising Venus, Jupiter, North Node or number. So I'm not afraid. You're not going to control me. I am not going to bend over and pick up the soap. Okay, something to do with a soap opera, something to do with an opera, or something that is operatic. It might, or operatic. Some of you might be going to the doctors, or for an operation, like myself as a Gemini Moon. I am going to the doctors and to the hospital in order to get my sleep apnea sorted out. Some of you make music, and it's something to do with around opera or operatic music, which would mean like gospel music, which was in the last Angel Radio. I don't know if you've seen it, but it was called Rain. Okay, Rain. So it's something to do with gospel, playing music, playing at a church, keyboards, music, gospel music, mixing, mastering, making music, music producing. You've got the energy of judgment here, which is 2, which is Libra, a decision to make on what to go forward on to next and changing your energy up. And like, what do I do next? Unless you're going to Next to buy some clothes and you end up buying it from Next, okay, which is a club book. And you're looking for some clothes. Some of you could just generally be looking to buy some new clothes for something that you have coming up. Maybe a funeral that you have coming up. But like you're looking for some clothes to wear or something here. Looking for new clothes, summer clothes, winter clothes. So it feels like that there is this closed shop or closed account, like it's been closed. Clothesline. Something around Leo. Closed case. An open and closed case. So they have a case of something. The flu, maybe. They have a case of the flu, which is around something of a virus. So I don't know what this is, but a flu virus or vaccination that you may be going for, like a COVID vaccination. But like a virus, they keep saying virus, virus protection, virus protection, virus protection. This could even just be, like I said, it could be where you're going to a hospital or something like that as an appointment, and you've got that coming up for a lot of you. Some of it might be like the second COVID jab that you have if you've had one. If not, you might not be having it. You might have a conspiracy about not having it. It's up to you. What else have you got, Capricorn? I can't make sense of it. The sense that makes no sense. It was around a Libra. You'll have to watch the other readings because it's been coming out as the same message. It really doesn't matter because you've got a lot of mixed numbers here, a lot of mixed emotions, mixing, mastering, mixing, blending, Sagittarius energy. But again, if y'all guys don't know a Sagittarius in your life, it can be anybody. You might even not know, and you might be not a Sagittarius, but you could have a Taurus placement, and you're relating as a Capricorn, as Taurus, like that is a Capricorn Sagittarius, but you would relate to the Taurus readings, okay, because it being 5. This would not be in a personal reading. This would literally only be because of a generalized reading, okay? Because like I said, I'm calling out numerology of breaking code, okay? So you've kind of got this energy that could well be very confusing for a lot of you. Main energies is something that is biblical around sinning. Well, everybody sins. That's why we come back to repent, right? As far as I know. But like all I keep hearing spiritually is something around sleeping with the devil. Sleeping with the devil. Well, that's Eve. There's something to do around Gemini. Sleeping with an enemy. Or like, I don't know, something that is unpure. That is not pure. It's not right. Trying to undo what was... It's kind of like this energy that's found something out. And now I'm trying to undo it. Like I'm trying to undo this knot. Right? So you can't get rid of your karma. You know, like I've said it in a few others. Quite a few others. Probably not the latest Capricorn one, so now I'm doing yours. Okay, anything that you do that is required to get rid of your karma energy, you're trying to get rid of the dharma. You have karma and dharma. You have a receiver and a giver, right? If you try to get rid of your karma by, like some people are saying, is that okay then still if I do like candles and things like that? Of course, like, you know, I mean, I don't. But like people I know, they buy candles because they like it when they put them around the bath and they like relax in a bath. But, you know, any kind of ritual is also still like people that, you know, light sage and all that to get rid of dark energy, but we're in purgatory. So what you do is that you find yourself spending more money and more time and more effort to get rid of dark energy when it wears off, and then you get more. That's why that is still classed as a ritual in my eyes. Probably not everybody else's. But you see like sage and crystals and stuff like that people love to use. A candle burns out and then people buy more crystals and they buy more bowls and all of these kind of things, right? You might even sell them, right? But in my eyes, that is like, you know, if you like the tarot card reader and you've got all of this stuff around, that's like making a ritual around dark energy, right? So then that runs off, that wears out. So normally when you get a general tarot card reading that says witchcraft, right, that is also known as a ritual, right? Because it's like a 4 energy. So it's kind of like something that is sacred and personal and private. It's the way I do things. So then you get like people that don't agree with how people do things. Y'all can do whatever it is that you want, that you feel that helps. All I'm trying to say to people is that you're in purgatory, you're in dark energy of sin, like physically repenting your energy of like being paid back. So you pay and spend and spend and spend on things that run out. So if you get anybody that generally says, you know what, their witchcraft isn't working and it's running out, that can still be a message that ends up coming up for a person where, yeah, you're running out, you need to buy some more candles, you need to buy some more crystals, you need to buy some more, you know, then you get consumers, that people that sell and buy all of these kind of things. You need to buy some more off us, you need to buy some more, you need to buy some more. So as feminine energies, you spend energy to get rid of energy. But you can't get rid of energy because it's metaphysical. You can't get rid of things that are metaphysical that you can't see. So you can't get rid of your karma. And you see this pattern of what I try to sort of like say to people? I don't want to rub people up the wrong way, but what I'm saying to you is that you can't get rid of energy. Because it is, you are energy. Everybody is energy, right? So you can't get rid of energy. No matter what you do in life, you cannot get rid of your karma. You can do whatever it is that you think that helps, but it won't get rid of it. It won't get rid of it. Because lesson is what you can't get rid of, right? You can't just like, you know, you're here as an experience. You can't get rid of your experience. So, you know, if you're like got so much dark thoughts in your energy and you go frantic and you try to do things to get rid of that, that's also classed as witchcraft, right? I think we went through this before. If you've got a lot of like dark energy in your head, oh my God, I'm going crazy, I'm going mad because of the karmics and all of that. When they're not, they're the Dharma. That is the Dharma. That's the Dalai Lama, right? But again, I need to confuse someone that's relaxed, right? So I'm not. I am the karmic energy. I need to get rid of the other people that I think are the karmic energies, and they're not, right? They're afraid not. The Pisces energy, but like they're not, right? So when you try to unbind that, you're looking at anything that is biblical around Jesus. He was like crucified in order for having a certain way about what he thought and what he knew, and I suppose, I don't know, whatever he did. But like, I wasn't there, so I didn't witness it all. But again, you know, it's all of these feelings and all of this energy that has never really been proven, right? So what you've got is this energy of trying to get rid of energy that you can't, because we are in purgatory. You know, we're in dark energy. You die, right? And then you hopefully go to heaven, right, in a little rowboat. 6, Capricorn, Gemini. You go up to the same energy that was created by a loin of the same person, right? So you get energy that walks the earth of the same energy, right? So I don't know if you're going into all of this sort of stuff or whatnot, but you know, as all they keep saying to me is that, you know, you can't get rid of your karma. You can do whatever it is that you think that you might focus, but if you're like, okay, I'm in bed and I've got to get rid of this person off my head, and I've got to get rid of this karmic energy, and I've got to get rid of this other person because I don't like them and I don't want them. This is why human beings are flawed. This is why I do not really like a lot of human beings, right? Because everybody kills each other, everybody fights, everybody argues, everybody has bad energy. It's only astrology. It's just astrology that makes you feel that way. It's why you can't manifest. People still believe in that we can manifest and we can do all of this and I can write down a book of manifestations, right? But you can't manifest because, you know, planets are going to make you feel crazy, right? It's going to make you feel crazy. So when Saturn starts to go into retrograde and everything else, you'll get an energy that makes you feel certain, where it will basically tell you about your moon sign or whatever house that hits. That will make you feel very like, oh God, this is making me feel very pissed off and very angry. So what are you manifesting? Anger, frustration, things not happening the way you want it to, because it isn't meant to. It's not meant to be. You only get what you get, right? You give as good as you get and you get what you get, right? So when a planet is making someone think and feel a certain way that is not of this time and of this planet, and you're like, oh my God, I feel very anxious, fed up, frustrated and pissed off, because I am, you're manifesting a field of dreams. So, you know, if that is what you want to do and it doesn't work, that's why it doesn't work. If you're not getting what is designed for you and you're not getting it, that's because you're manifesting your moon, right? So your moon sign, if that be Gemini or Capricorn, you're manifesting that energy of Capricorn, right? So you can't get away from the energies. You can't get away from them, right? Can't get away from dark energy. Definitely when you're like Capricorn, Gemini energies, right? Because it's an energy of like betrayal. It's mixed energy of around Sagittarius is what I'm picking up. Like, you know, Lucifer sleeping with Eve and then sin and then physically cast out, right? Cast out, right? For an energy that was created and told what to do, right? So I follow my calling, I follow my belief, and I believe whatever I want and whatever it is happens, right? So I don't know. I haven't got anything for you other than something to do with around sinning, something to do with around winning, something to do with around losing, big Libra energies here, or life path 2. Okay, say for instance, if you was a life path 3, for instance, y'all can probably watch a Piscean energy, right? Because it is a 3 in a tarot. In a general reading, it would mean a 3, right? So, you know, you might not have any placements and you're like, you know what, why does that relate? And I'm a life path or personal year 3 and I watch the Pisces reading and that's really relating with me, and I'm cross-watching so many energies, constantly been watching for so long, thinking that other people are to blame. You know, oh man, I've had people that have never really known their placements. They haven't known their placements. And they had such a beef with a Scorpio at one time. And they didn't know their placements until they finally did find out many years later, and actually found out that they had a Scorpio in their chart. And they were watching energies and getting very pissed off with the Scorpio energy, not actually knowing that they had Scorpio in their chart. You know, so I don't know what this is around people getting confused or don't know, you know, don't know. I can't work anything else out for you. Doctors' appointments, main messages. Doctors' appointments coming up. A funeral may be coming up because I'm picking up big energies of church. So it's either going to church. I don't think marriage. I think possible funeral energy, or something that is just going to church quite a lot. Okay, something that is biblical here. Something that is also of people, I don't know, people that read the Bible. But I don't. I've never read it. But something around that. I just hear certain energies, and then sometimes I'm kind of like, oh, I'll find out if that was kind of, you know. But it will only relate to a message that's been coming up, and then I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. But I still keep thinking and feeling in your energy that people keep trying to get rid of their karma. I mean, you don't have to listen to me. You can listen to whoever you like, you know. But people that keep thinking that they're getting rid of their karma by doing something, you never will avoid personal growth. It comes in many shapes and forms, and it did even around mine. You know, in a Pisces reading for myself, I thought that something was blah, 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 so a big message, and then it ended up being where it was someone that I knew. It's just fucking strange. I'm not going to explain it all, but again, like I said, you know, spirit will think, okay, well, you're not going to avoid your lesson, so we'll just throw something else at you in order to see what you do. To test. Everything in life is a test. When you know too much about your own future, your future will change, and it'll be the same, but it'll just come up in a different form of energy, because we are all one. Twin flames and soulmates are still the same energy, because we are all connected of an energy. So anybody can appear up. Goddamn Fred or Frida or God knows what else can appear up, and you're kind of like, shit, it ended up being you. I didn't know that. You know. So soulmates. Anyway, let's see. No clear message for you apart from just sort of like message. Anyway, don't shoot the messenger. But let's see. So what's been going on around? So external energies around Capricorn. Libra, there you go, Libru, the Hebrew, or something to do with brewing up a storm in a teacup. So for a lot of you, this is, like I said, it's come out so many times. The High Priestess, twos, two of wands, two of swords, twos, they're all been coming out. Jews, someone that's Jewish, I don't know. Something to do with around choose, or like something that is very biblical. It may be around, I don't know, Judas. I don't know. Don't understand about it all. Don't want to know about it all. But like Judas. You know, people can look at me and say, "Oh no," but I mean, I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't understand any of it. Right? That's why I don't read it. But here, something around like feeling as if someone is doing things behind the scenes and like doing things behind their back at work. Again, it came up through Leo reading and everything else. Somebody is loyal to a T. They're loyal to a T, right? Which means they always say yes. Yes, yes to this, yes to that. Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. And it related to minion energy. Yes, I'll do this. Yes, I'll do that. Yes, I'll do this. Yes, I'll do that. And it was to do with around work. And it was to do around Libra, because Libra, if I channel for Libra, that can also represent work, because it represents justice, right? So things are not always as they appear to be, and their messages through what's been happening in God knows what reading was to do with around somebody that was asked to do a load of work that wasn't adding up. That was the sense that didn't make any. That somebody's been asked to do a lot more hours at work or something like that, of like a relief worker, compared to people that are on the books. This is why this is also tax and everything else. And what I feel for your reading, just in one card so far, it could be an Aquarian, but Capricorn, is that somebody is being asked to do extra hours at work, but they are not standing up for themselves to say, I don't really want to be doing that. They're doing it off their own back. So if a boss asks someone to do extra hours and extra shift, and it is not reflected in your pay packet, which means you're either getting nothing, you're doing extra work and not getting paid anything, or like you're doing something and not getting paid for it, then you do it off your own back, right? So if there's an energy here of where somebody's been called in to go to work and they say, okay, you're on a flexi contract, you know, we want you to do an extra 4 hours a day or 3 hours a day. At the end of the week, that's extra money. But does that work out around your tax? Have you looked at your tax to see if that works out right? Okay, because if somebody's asked to do it and they don't never say no, and somebody in this energy says yes all the time, and somebody in this energy says no all of the time, right, then the person that says no is the person that may be blamed to say that you don't do anything, right? On the other hand, there can be somebody that says yes all the time. Their lesson is around saying no. So if this is around your work and you are, or this person, it can even be your partner, right? But this person is asked to do a lot of things. They may not know the fact that they're being asked to do more hours but not getting paid for it, right? Not getting paid for it. So it's like reflection of tax. I'm doing extra shifts and extra hours, but at the end of the month, I'm getting taxed more. I'm getting more tax on top of the... Like to say if you got 4 hours a day extra shift, right? At the end of the month, majority of that is taken through tax because you've earned too much money. You've earned too much money. So you've done too many hours, too much money will kill you every time. That's why it goes to people's heads, fame, fortune and whatnot, right? But again, too much money, too much work will kill you every time because you put too much effort into pleasing everybody all of the time. I'm just here to please everybody, just to say yes all of the time. And then it doesn't work out, and then I get very frustrated because I never got anything back in return. But you do it off your own back, right? So whatever comes of it in the future is no one else's fault or blame. It's only because you maybe keep saying yes all the time and you don't ever stick by your word to say no. You can't change your mind, yeah, no, but, yeah, but, no, but, yeah, but, no, but. Because then everybody starts to say no. Yes. Okay, you're okay with that then, yeah. Okay then, so you're alright with that now? A month later, no. It's not working out the way I wanted it. Can end up being a very controlled environment, right? Through yes, no's. Yes, no, yeah, no, but, yeah, but, no, but, yeah, but, no, but. Right? What I used to teach when I was in studying, like teaching rehab and addiction and stuff like that, anything after but is bollocks. Right? But again, here, it's got that feeling of another reading where it's around people's work and being asked to do extra shifts and extra things. And I'm asking you to do all of this extra stuff for me to give you something. So if you do all of this for me, I will give you something, right? But are you getting paid for that? Is it meant to be, right? Because people can start to change time and think they can change time to take the law in their own hands, right? Not karmic law, you can't. Because if things are not meant to be, it's taken from you, which is tax. It's money, it's time, it's effort, right? So I don't know what I'm picking up here of a storyline, but somebody is like putting in so much work but not getting anything out of it, which means that I might be putting in extra hours and extra money and extra shifts, but I'm not physically getting any money because of the tax. I'm earning a load of money, but at the end of the year or the end of the month, I'm getting reduced all of that tax or juice or justin or juicing, or like I'm now being taxed upon that. I don't know what that storyline is around, like giving things to take things, but then it being taken from you, which would be like money or hours or time. Let's see, what's the external energies around Capricorn? So yeah, you see, disappointment. I'm disappointed. The external energy of your love life might be the fact that someone works all of the time and they've been asked to do extra shift, and they do take it. They do take it. And then someone here doesn't like the fact that the other person may be working all of the time, or their workload and their stress of saying no. This is a Leo for me, but normally Aries, Leo or Sagittarius. But if this person's constantly saying yes, but feeling very down and very low because they're not saying no, and they constantly say yes, but they feel down that they're controlled by their job, then it's down to this person's lesson to say no and not yes all of the time. Because this can be a not speaking to a partner because of it's their fault, because I'm stressed out and pissed off. So now, all of the time me saying yes, yes, yes. Oh, you'll do it, won't you? Leo had this. Leo, you'll do that, won't you? Yeah. Leo, you'll do this for me, won't you? Yes. You'll do a favour for me, won't you, Leo? Yes. But the Leo can also be an Aquarian. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't have to be Leo. But it came up in their reading. You'll do this for me, won't you? Yeah. You'll do that for me, won't you? Yes. You'll do all of that for me, won't you? Yes. No, I don't want to. So why are you not speaking up and saying that you don't want to then? No, I'll do all of this for you. And someone's like a do-gooder and saying, yeah, I'll do all of that, I'll do all of this, I'll do all of that, but they don't want to. They're doing it for financial gain or to try to physically actually get something from it. Well, what am I going to get out of this, apart from feeling down and pushed out and separated? Am I getting anything out of it truly? Okay, am I speaking up? Am I lifting my head up high in order to be a leader and say something that this isn't fair, that I'm not really getting anything from it? But this can be a sulking energy as well, which means that I'm stressed out, pissed off and fed up with work. These are external energies that are going on around you, Capricorn or Gemini, right? But like, I'm fed up, I'm frustrated, I'm annoyed that things are not going my way at work, right? Because I've been asked to do extra hours and I'm tired and that I have to walk home, right? Or that I have to go home. So it's kind of like, I don't know what I'm hearing. I'm tired and I want to go to bed. Tired and I want to go to bed. I had a little drink about an hour ago and it's gone right to my head. Something is gone to somebody's head. It's gone to someone's head. Because this can be the head office, headmaster. This can be the head of government and everything else. But I'm picking up that someone's success is going to someone's head here. It's going over their head or to their head. Because that can be a large corporation of money, and money goes to my head. Or Ed, the name Ed or Edwina, but something go, because that's pride also, pride. Because this energy can be like, no, you're not good enough to be around me. You're not good enough to be around me, right here. But these are external energies, and it could well be going on around work or family. Could be going on around your children if you've got them and they're struggling to find like child support and maintenance, or like any kind of like relief worker, and there could be people that say, look, we need you to relieve us from work, you know, you have to come in and do a handover, you know, yeah, but Hannah can't work is what I'm hearing, or handover, or like Hannah can't work, Hannah does this, Hannah doesn't do that, Hannah don't do anything. Why is it that you always ask me to do it? Why can't you ask Hannah to do it? Is there a Hannah out there that's always being asked to do things? But like, because I picked it up before through Hanoi Hannah, right, which was the film. But like, Hannah is annoyed. Yeah, but Hannah doesn't do it. Hannah will do it. Hannah will do this. She'll do it. He'll do it. Well, why do you always ask me to do it and not her? Why do you always ask me to do this and not them? Or Em, or Emily, or Emma, or Melissa, or Maria, or Melanie? But like, why is it that you keep asking them to do it, but you don't ask me to do it? Okay, no, like you always ask me, is what I keep picking up. You always ask me, but I'm picking up an energy here of someone arguing, saying, well, you don't ever ask them to do it, do you? You don't ever ask other people. You always ring me up and ask me. Why is it that you're always asking me to do all of these favours for you? Why can't you get your son to do it, or your daughter to do it, or my friend to do it? And like befriending someone at work. Yeah, but they're my friend. I can't go into the boss and tell them that my friend doesn't do shit, right? And it's like, well, you know, don't never business with pleasure. Never, ever, ever mix business with pleasure. Oh, no. Never. Never will I ever mix business with pleasure. There you go, there's a rhyme. Might put it on a t-shirt. Never will I ever mix business with pleasure. It doesn't mix well. It doesn't. Trust me, I worked for my father for 25 years building this place and houses, and it didn't work. Right? But never mix business with pleasure. Okay, but I'm hearing like, yeah, but that's my friend. I can't really go into the office and tell them that you don't never really choose them, and they don't do anything, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. It's like this person hasn't got courage. They don't have strength to say no. They probably say yes all the time. Yeah, I'll do it, but I don't want to, but I will. I don't want to, yeah, and they'll come up against like, no, I'm fine, that's all right. I want to do all of these kind of things, but I don't want to do all of these things. See, that's what's hidden about a person here in the external energies. Is that somebody does that off their own back, but they act a certain way, as if they act out, as if, like here, that it's very weird. I don't know what I'm picking up. This is where everybody's like, yeah, we don't give a fuck, but we do. You can't lie to a medium. I'll sniff it out, and I'll call you out. Also, just be prepared on that one. Right. I am the bollocks caller. Right here. So I'm not going to take that one because I'm not thinking of your energy. So what's going on in the external energy of Capricorn? On the external energy of Capricorn. Nine of Swords. Fearing the dragon. Okay. Fear and loathing is what I'm hearing. Fear. Like I'm fear now. I'm putting fear into something. Because this is putting fear into young souls' minds here. Okay, I might not be in my right mind here and implanting fear now. Okay, this is what stops you from doing things because fear is here all of the time. Fear is here. Don't worry, fear is not here. You're just thinking it. Yeah, that's why I live in fear. But yeah, 9. Virgo qualities. Purgatory. Things never really working out the way I want because I won't stand up to say what I don't want. That's still 1% prophecy. The 1% prophet. The 1% prophecy that I never reach. I never seem to be able to get it. Even a lesson. I never seem to get the lesson. I always have 1 foot in and 1 foot out around Libra. I'm in, then I'm out. Then I'm in, then I'm out. I'm in work, out of work. In work, out of work. Outreach worker, I'm in work, then I'm out of work, and then I'm at home, and then I'm in work, and then out of work, and then at home. And I'm not speaking to my boyfriend or my girlfriend about it because I think it's them and they think it's me. And really what my lesson here is around is work, where I need to stand up for myself and say, you know what, I need some time off, I need a break. I can't keep doing all of these hours because it is ruining my life. Through that energy of stress, if someone starts to overanalyze, they come at a person. Right? They come at a person with all this stress, all this fear and all this worry. That energy of purgatory, if that be control, can start to question their own reality. Question their own reality by not standing up for themselves, and then they project that, okay, like Lucifer, projects that of blame, of self-hatred, of hating oneself. When they do, they can project that onto another person through fear to say, is everything all right? Yeah, everything's all right with me. Why? Is everything not all right with you? Yeah, it is. It's just that you're not speaking, you're not saying anything. Is everything all right? Questioning one's reality. Questioning one's reality, right, here. Through things not being fair for an individual person's karma. Individual. Everybody is individually have a karmic pattern to go through, right? But normally when you're paired up with everybody in life, if you're paired up with one person can get stressed at work and about work, talk about their friends or not say anything about their friends and think, you know what, I'm going to do the mouse thing. I'm not going to speak up and say anything because I don't want to rock the boat. Fuck people. They're flawed. Right? But no, I'm not going to speak up and say anything because I'll do that for you. Right? Are you happy with that? Me? Fuck no, I'm not happy with that. Bollocks, bruv? No. Right? This is why I've quit loads of jobs in the past. No, I'm not happy with that, bruv. No. I'm worth more than that. Right? But, you know, some people, they're like, oh no, I don't want to rock the boat. I don't want to rock the boat. I don't want to say anything. I'll just keep doing that and think that something is going to sort it out for this person. Purgatory. Well, I just think that one day something will just work. No. I just think, don't want to say anything about it. I don't want to annoy my frenemy that's not doing anything. This person's karmic lesson here is around their work, of not wanting to rock the boat around people. Never mix business with pleasure. So whatever it was that I said, please make sure you state that in the comments, because I don't want to have to watch this again. Whatever it was I said, someone put it in the comment section, and I'm going to... Elijah, if you're about, you don't have to, but if you are about, or somebody, just write down what I said. Never mix business with pleasure or something. I don't know. That's a good rhyme, right? Nobody steal that. That's mine. Right? But something about business, pleasure, I don't know. But that rhyme thing. But again, grime. I'm hearing grime. Justice. What's justice been here for? And the external energies. But I'm coming in like a bull in a china shop, and I'm going to be violent about it. Which means that if work is pissing me off, suddenly, you've got no meaning to me because you said something that really annoyed me and you mentioned work and I don't like that. You said something about me and I don't like it. All right. You mentioned it about my work. Don't talk to me about my work. I'm not going to say anything. Right? Yes, but, I did try to say, we're in a partnership, and I said to you, this could be going on around your work, and, don't talk to me about work. You don't understand what happens at work. Okay, well, I try to tell you that, I'm... okay, I'm not going to say anything. You'll just go for it yourself. That's what I'm saying. You can never, ever, ever, especially in partnership or with a person when you're talking to them direct, you can never tell them what goes on behind the scenes of karma. Ever. Because they will not get it. They will not do it. If someone needs courage to speak up, to say something, if they don't, they won't. They won't. They will just fear it and fear it and fear it and fear it, never doing anything about purgatory. I'm not going to speak up and say anything. I'm just going to keep it quiet and not say anything and just keep it all to myself behind the shadows and behind the scenes, and what goes on at my work goes on at my work. If I have to stand up for myself at work and these are people are friends and I don't want to annoy my friends because they're my friends, then they're not, because your karmic lesson is around what man is. Woman is designed to be alone. Never, ever mix business with pleasure. Okay. Trevor. Never, ever mix business with pleasure. Paige. But some people still are, I would say. Never. Is anybody listening? Never, ever mix business with pleasure. Right? Don't mix business. It doesn't work. Right? But no, we are. Okay, Page of Wands. Because the design of anything is designed for a person to put work in for a goal to reach. If you have a goal and you have everything, you don't want it. If it is not designed for you, it will be taken from you spiritually. You have to do work yourself. It has to come from yourself. Spirit needs to see that you are worthy of the energy of doing it for oneself. That's independent. I am not codependent on people doing work for me. I am much capable and much better doing this myself, because if it is designed for myself, it will be. If things don't work out, it's like trying to fit a size 4 onto my head, onto my body. It won't work. It doesn't. It is not designed for you. So if it's not for you and it is given for you, then you come up against an energy of like, it might not work. Right. So what's this Page of Wands? Because I'm giving things to people that is not theirs. Right, Page of Wands. Here, slow. And this is all around clients. It's all around clients. People giving away clients. People giving away things here. Give it away now. It came up a little while ago. Red Hot Chili Peppers. I'm going to give it away, but it's not giving much because it's still not progressing forward. There are still no progression here. Karma is the hands of fate. It's in the hands of the beholder of energy that you can't see or don't know. Some people have no business in that, right? Because if it is designed for you, it is. If it doesn't go anywhere, it's because it's not meant to. That's why. People have their own minds to decide what they want. Work and effort is put in with oneself to keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it to show strength and perseverance, right? I need to take this one step at a time and prove it to Spirit to do it myself of independence, not rely on other people to do it for me. That's work. Spiritual work or any kind of work. Nobody can put that into anybody else. You have to learn it yourself. If it is given to you, then Spirit will sort out what is supposed to be for you, because Spirit will take anything from you. Anything from you. Even a life is taken from people. Right? Nine of Swords. Yeah, it's to do with tarot card readers here. To do with tarot card readers. Right? Here, worried, stressed, tarot card readers. Okay. So giving things away. Okay, a prize draw or something like that. If not, then this is a frenemy or a friend or foe. But you're not going to know. That's what I'm saying. You might look at this and say, no, they're a friend. But your karma is blind. Your karma is blind. This is why this is blind man's buff and pin the towel on the donkey. Trying to pin it on someone, right, here. So, you know, your karma's blind and people will be like, oh no, that's blah, 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 blah. You ain't going to know until the end of the rainbow. Right? You ain't going to know what is karmically designed for you, what is taken from you. Right? You won't know that. You'll form an opinion, but you won't know. Right? Because that's why it's blind, through an energy of Libra. Right? Because it's pride. Pride. Because this is, I want to, I don't want to, I want to, I don't want to. Well, what am I going to get back? Nothing. So what am I doing it for? Nothing. So it can be an energy that changes their mind very, very quickly. Because this can be a past energy, it can be a general energy, it can be external energy. But I change my mind very quickly. 1 minute it's yes, the next minute it's no. 1 minute it's yes, then it's got to go. Then it's got to go very quick, no, yes, no, no, yes, no, yes, no, no. Right? Trying to take control of the hands of fate by giving things and it not working. So if somebody doesn't receive it and they end up getting very violent because they don't get anything back in return for that, later on this could end up being a very bad situation that appears up around your life or this person's life here. Right? Because this can be bosses that ask people to do everything for them. I want you to do all of this for me. Can you do all of these things for me? If you do this off your own back and you're not happy with how that turns out, it won't turn out for the best, because you're implanting fear now. There's fear now on this. So your energy of coming at a person from the past is not a great energy for the future, because people think that their energy of fate is within their own hands. You can't take fate in your own hands, because that's a fate worse than death. Is to try and take fate into your own hands, to try and sort things out karmically yourself. Can't do it. Can't take karma into your own hands, because you'll be fighting your own planet. Right. I'm going to take the law and justice into my own hands. I'm going to nurture this person into my own, mould them and shape them into my own. No, let it all be forgiven. Let's forgive and forget, but never live in regret. You can't regret what you do. You can't change your mind. If you do it, stick by it. Okay, don't change your mind later. If people then soon start having their own belief and their own way, and when they do, then you change it. You can't change your mind, so you do something off your own back. And if you do, you have to like a person's belief. But if belief is a lie, a life is a lie, then is this truth or not? Is this person going to change their mind again? Is this person soon going to change their mind again? So that's what messages I've got for you. Whatever they are relating to, I've got no idea. But be cautious is what I'm also hearing. So the rest of your reading is going to be over on the full access bundle on Patreon. Then what we do, once I've then done your weekly reading of what you've got coming up, that is where I will do a you versus them, but thoughts and feelings. Like, what does your partner think and feel about you? How do you think and feel about your partner? If that comes up as friends, frenemies, foe, or even work and also love, I try to work the whole lot around it. But you get a weekly reading clarified, and then both of those energies, and we try to compare of what it is that you think and feel about your partner and what they think and feel about you. Okay, and then we try and work that out. But that's just an added thing that you get over on Patreon. But if you do want to join, it is only on the full access bundle. The video tells you all about it below if you haven't joined before, because you get a plethora of readings that are over there constantly all the time anyway. The energies change, my energy changes. You've probably seen through some Scorpio readings that it was very disturbing. It was, somebody let me know that in Canada all of these children got put into, like, they discovered all these bodies of all these kids and children, and what happened in this place that was a school where children went to when didn't have any parents and stuff like that, and a boarding school and stuff, and it was very awful, awful energy. I didn't know why, I couldn't figure out the message, and it happened to be because of that. Someone let me know it's because of that happened in Canada. Also, the energy of planets, it disturbs me, energy that comes towards me. Planets makes me go slightly crazy as well. Okay, so anyway, if you want to join, the link is provided below. Thanks very much, Capricorn or possible Gemini as a general reading. Thanks very much, and I'll see you over there.